Hey guys, back with another Nylavee speaker. Move that out of the way. So this thing is kind of large and in charge and doesn't exactly fit on my bench, so you're joining me on the floor today. So this is a Nylavee subwoofer set for the TV, and this is supposedly boasting bass and all these things. So we're going to be checking that out. I'm going to actually hook it up to my TV that's in the shop up there, but since I can't exactly unbox it on my bench because of how big this is, you're joining me on the, well, workshop floor. So let's see what we get in here, and we'll go from there. Oops, knocking the camera already, because again, I'm trying to work around the camera while opening this stuff. So the box is pretty basic. There's really no information on it to really show off. And you got a couple little icons there. There's some information about the... I keep smacking into the camera, sorry about that. Where it's from and the website and email information. So that's about all that's really on the box. So let's go see what we get in the box. So we're going to start out with, oh, okay. This is, wow, really packed well. Alright, so we have what fell out already. Again, this is fun of doing it on my floor right now because how big it is. Alright, so we have a power brick that is 24 volts. Wow, this thing takes good oomph, which means it should theoretically have some good sound to it. I'm hoping. There's our manual. Alright, so I'm going to move that to the side. Manual and what looks like the audio auxiliary cable maybe, or something to that effect. We'll find out soon enough. Okay. Now, let's see if I can get the styrofoam off of here. So we're going to start with the actual soundbar itself. Wow, they really packed this well. Okay. So I'm just going to use the styrofoam here so I don't scratch this up on my floor. So this is the speaker itself. The speaker is, oof, navigating my shop today. All right, the speaker itself is what, 16 inches long by about 2.5, 3 inches tall by about the same width, depth. So all your controls are on the back here. Again, I really don't want to remove the plastic yet because, again, we're in the shop, so I don't want to get grimy. So you have HDMI ports, you got USB ports, and all this. The subwoofer outline right here, so you can connect that. You have an auxiliary line right here, and a coaxial. So again, we will read the manual and find out what each one does. So that is basically your speaker. So not really much to show off there other than that. So I'm going to put this back in the box for safekeeping. And now we're going to try and check out the sub. See what's inside the sub. Okay, I got to do this a little off camera here. Okay, so we have the subwoofer, which has a nice, almost feels like a wooden box to it, so it's not too bad. Decent build. It does have the, I forgot what these ports are called now, it's been so long. Like a vent port for the air pressure from the bass, so this thing should have really nice bass. It stands up on its own upright like so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's basically everything you get. Yeah. I thought this came with a remote. So I'm going to have to check that out and see if I'm missing something. Is the remote hidden somewhere? If there is a remote, I don't know. The picture doesn't show a remote. So maybe it doesn't come with a remote. Okay, let's see. Manual says, let's see. Okay, these are all your indicator lights. Oh, okay, all the controls are... Aha, okay. All the controls are... Oof, if I can get this to focus. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, we got the power button here, your plus and minus here. So you have your modes. Okay, there's nothing on the other side. So yeah, all your button controls are right here. I'm going to try and get that to focus. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the camera there. So, all right. Yeah. So your controls are there. There's no remote, which isn't a terrible thing. Yet it shows a picture with a remote. So I'm going to have to contact them and ask where the remote is, if there is a remote with this model. I might not have bought the right model. Alright, so that's basically it for now. I'm going to be hooking this up to the TV at some point, and we can do a sound test. So till then, enjoy, guys. Okay, quick note, there is a remote. It's on the back side of the styrofoam, shoved in here. So when I pulled everything out, it didn't fall out. So there is a remote. I found the remote. I don't know why they don't put it in here. I guess it's too big for the packaging. But, alright, so there is a remote. Again, guys, we're back at the Nylavee speaker. As you can see, it's playing right now. I'm going to lower the volume so you can hear me a little better. So basically, I wired this up to the TV. So I got the power plug there running to my TV. Now, I use the auxiliary port because I have this little hub up here. Yeah, my wiring is a mess, but this is my shop, so I just push everything to the back. So we have the soundbar here, and we have the subwoofer here. This thing sounds amazing. Like, I can't believe how clean this sounds. I had a movie playing, I had royalty music, which is right now, this is non-copyright music playing from YouTube. Now, I'm using the volume control of my TV. They actually have a volume control with the speaker itself. So I'm going to bring over that remote now so you can see this one. And I can lower the volume, can raise the volume. You can see a little light blink every time so you know it's actually transferring. So if you have this on the floor and this up by your TV, you're good to go. The power is routed. Okay, you can also adjust if you look at the remote. Come on, focus. Okay, you have bass settings you can do, treble settings you can do, you can program this thing, you can mute. So you can mute it, you can bring it back, you can change inputs. So, yeah. That's the remote. The remote's very simple. As you can hear, like, I hope my phone picks up the audio quality of this. It sounds great. And it gets loud, so you can really turn this up. I wouldn't go crazy with it because you'll probably blow this little speaker out. But if you're watching a movie, yeah, this thing is more than enough to make any TV sound way, way better. So, is it worth the money? Oh yes, this is very much worth the money. So, yeah, I don't know if I covered it. There's also controls on the side here if you don't have the remote that you can cycle through. Let's see if I can pick this up and turn it over. You can see the wiring here. You got using auxiliary. You got your different things. You can do USB. The power plug is there, as well as the subwoofer plug is on the left side of this. So you can plug all that in, and you're off to the races. Like, it is that simple. Now again, I have a headphone port, so I plugged in through the auxiliary. I'm gonna turn this back down. You know, I have a auxiliary port on my TV for, you know, the headphones to go through, so I'm using that. They do include the, let's see here. They do include, again, you're in my shop, so sorry for the mess. They do include this cable here, so if you don't have, you know, an auxiliary port, you can hook up into the, the coaxial ports, and then plug this into the auxiliary, and you're off to the races. So yeah, basically that's as easy as possible, and you know, I just have to clean up the wires now. But yeah, It sounds amazing. So, alrighty guys, hopefully this video helps you out, and I will talk to you again another time. Enjoy!